A very good morning to you, dear viewer. This is Kokoliriko live on Western Nile TV. My name is Opingopi Yusuf Andabati, and this morning I have a guest with whom we want to have a discussion on a number of issues within the city. And yes, he is none other than Swale Taban, also known as Zarome Mundele. And he's been a street boy, from the ghettos of Varua City. But there is a life-changing event that he has undergone. I want him to take us through how he has managed to transform from a ghetto child way back in time to who he is now. Ba mani muzio nzezu duniano beronfe Zarome iriba zero city edi okogoni engazu ghetto maalia irimedio zai after some period of time. I do remember at a certain point there was a guest that I brought for you here on Kokoliriko some time ago, which was last year, in the names of Osino Rashid. He was a councillor. He actually is still the councillor representing Bazaar Ward, and he narrated his life-changing events that actually made him from a ghetto, a ghetto youth, to who he is now. And so this time around, we want to bring for you another of ghetto child, and he is by the names of, like I told you, Swale Taban. This morning, ale minya warifofe irini muzo amabeva wedo endirisi karibu minya ngoroba.
Warifo.
Yes. Idina chingoni?
Idina chimka. Idronjinio.
Okay.
Idira laruto.
You've been in the ghetto, You grew up in the ghettos of Varua City, where there's a lot of crime, issues to do with Ugu, issues to do with, Baki Ratanga, Afakumbulu, Ngonediki. They have been around you in the ghetto. Yes. Now, try to take us through this. How was life like for you when growing up in the cities or in the ghettos of Varua City?
Otherwise, ala rifofe, Mungu voko. Arifo rizuri ma adana madira onvemane tiru yani honorable Osino Rashid number na mafa Western Nile TV.
Okay, now Mamado, one by one, Aledo from Osino. Why have you given the for Osino? Why have you mentioned Osino specifically in this conversation? Because he himself has also been from the ghetto. Yes. I know how he has left the ghetto to be the person he is now. Why are you thanking Osino for your life?
Otherwise, I grew up together with Osino.
Okay.
Through ghettos. After growing together, he started changing himself.
Okay.
From ghetto to council. We are watching him, what he's doing.
When you were still in the ghetto?
When I'm still there.
Okay.
After that, we have been working hard to make sure he win. He's coming to transform us.
Okay.
After his winning, the answers with me here you are seeing. The way I'm transformed. I've been criminal in this city for 16 years.
A criminal. How old are you now?
37.
37.
Yes.
Okay. So you started this activity probably around 20 years or 18 years or something like that?
Around 18 years.
When you were still a young boy?
Yeah, I'm still a young boy.
What criminal activities were you doing? What were you doing specifically? Mijorida?
I've been dropping money called Pungulu in this city for 16 years. After Osino winning, I realized that what I'm doing is wrong.
So even when Osino was doing campaigns,
I was there even.
2021, this just
unfortunately, my change started on 2019.
When Osino was already campaigning?
Osino was already in campaign. I started my slow change on 2019. So reaching in the campaigns, my PSO of Pangisa Ward called me, my boy, you come. He took me to Diso. He took me to RCC. He told me, RCC, I'm going to use this boy to lead the president campaign, President Museveni campaign. Because what they say, they brought Noop on Noop office was in,
at his door.
Yeah, on his door. But
San Siro.
yeah, ghetto boys are there, many. So he told him, elders come to him. Elders told him, my brother, we don't need bloodshed here. How can we bring these youths together? They seated down, look up, down, up, down. They said, no. This man, Tabani Swale, Zarome is a real man. Let's talk to him. He will brought these boys together. They talked to me. They took me to Diso. Diso gave me cheat. They took me to MP Atimali, Honorable. Atima appointed me. They took me to Zamaham Zamzamel, who was a mayor. They even give me to tick to do what I can do. After that, I launched my campaign myself.
For the president?
Yeah, it's called the NRM Ghetto Network. I launched it myself. Even I sponsor it myself without the support of any person, anyone. On Losino. He was in Bazawad.
You were this side?
This Pangisawad. He's going up to us. Material, financial. We used to work together to make sure Losino win, Hatima win, President Museveni win, and Ham win. But Ham failed. That is not now our problem.
Yes.
My change come after Osino win. Osino came to me with the ghetto boys. In his campaign, on his manifesto, he told us when he win, his 5% is going to ghetto.
And is that happening now?
It's now happening with me. So what is going to ghetto is now me. He picked me, took me to school.
You were in school?
Currently, I'm a student of Dawn Skills.
Interesting.
Sponsored by Honorable Osino Rashid.
Where does Osino get these monies from? He's just a councillor.
Osino has a collab with the Edoma Foundation.
He lobbies?
Yeah. They have a collab. They have been organizing for us football. Men,
okay.
Which is New Year Cup. We played. Uzua won the top. Ghetto Boys failed.
His people failed.
Yeah,
and he's the one organizing.
The one organizing. After that, we have been playing even Easter tournament. This Easter.
Okay.
We played. That was a female league. Even we, the ghetto people, we have two clubs. Ghetto Queens versus the Ghetto Football Club. We have two clubs. And this club was sponsored by Usino.
Okay.
I want to tell to people outside there, somebody like Usino, we have to see him very serious. And my advice to ghetto boys outside there, let them see me an example from them. Because
okay, go ahead.
Because somebody like me in this city, I've been terrorized to people.
Okay.
16 years I've been terrorizing this city. Even Usino himself was fearing me. He was fearing to advise me. After that, he came to realize if we talk to these people, we will see whether they can change or not. He realized that this man is very serious changing. And my daughter wake up in the morning one day.
You have children?
4 children.
And you were doing Pumbulu when they were children?
I'm using that Pumbulu to pay their school fees. And they eat on it. So I have a son in senior 5, Kawanda Secondary, Kampala.
Okay.
I have a daughter, senior 1, St. Elizabeth. I have a son, senior in primary 6 and primary 5.
Some are studying in Kampala?
Yes.
Don't they at a certain point come and ask Dad, why are you doing this? Why are you stealing? Why are you doing Pumbulu to lead your life?
Just why one day they wake up in the morning, they told him, Daddy, if I'm not going to school, I'm not going. If you don't leave what you are doing, that is my
So
daughter.
they knew that you were doing Pumbulu?
Yes.
Who told them?
Police always come to ask me my home. Police always chase me in front of them.
In front of your children, police is chasing you?
Yes.
Okay.
Even one day they ask my daughter, no, my son, where is your father?
Police was asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
My son told them, my father is in town. Why are you looking my father? Police told him, we want to arrest your father. He's a criminal.
The police told your son.
Yeah,
How old was
my
your son
son.
by then?
That time maybe he was 12 years.
Oh.
12 years.
Okay.
He was still kid. That son came to me one day. He talked to me. Daddy, are you a criminal? Why police are looking you always? I say, yes, I'm doing it because of you.
I'm a criminal because I want you to survive.
Yes.
That's what you told them?
Yeah, I told them.
How did he feel?
They said, no, leave it. And my wife is working with the IDI as a social worker.
You have a responsible wife?
Yes.
And she accepted you despite all these issues?
He works a lot to change me. She told me, my husband, enough is enough. This 16 years in criminal activity is enough. I'm working. Stop what you are doing. If you don't get, I will do it myself. We will eat, we will sleep, we will do what we can do. Stop it.
Did you stop immediately? Did you?
Immediately I come to my grand brother, Honorable Usino.
Yes.
I talked to him.
Yes.
He said, yes, not me alone. We are going to make 10 tables for making chapati. That table is going to take 2 boys. Each table, 2 boys. That one is going to maybe 20 boys from ghetto. They are going to work for chapati. What Usino needed with the Edoma Foundation, let boys be busy. Okay,
he gave the chapati and the things.
He has already started the process.
Okay.
Even he sent me to identify the boys. I have already identified them who needed to change, and the others 4 who are going to school like me.
All sponsored by
Usino and the Edoma Foundation.
Yes.
So he is really working in this city to get a boys. He's following his manifesto.
Okay. Now I want to bring Usino here on set. Let's go for a break. We'll go for a break, and I want to bring Usino on set, and probably to also be able to have 1 or 2 words. He's right there. I want to bring him right after here. Let's go for a break, and we shall be coming right back. This is Kokoliriko Live on West Nile TV. We are experiencing, actually sharing the experience of the life of a former criminal, I must say, who is, confessing how he has been leading his life here within the ghettos of Arua City. Wherever you're watching us from, you do know that Arua City is known for a number of activities, yeah? And specifically during the by-elections of 2018, you do know that the presidential, motorcade was stoned. And from the ghettos, unknown people did that, yeah? And so if such people come out of the ghettos to become responsible persons, we want to, write down their life story, yeah? And that is basically why I am having the man himself, Zarome, also known as Swale Taban, right here. I'll come back to his other life stories right in a bit, but let's take a break. I want to have the councillor himself, Usino, on the set. Good morning.
You're welcome.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
To either be led and shepherded by Jesus Christ.
Radio Network. He is also with the West Nile Press Association.
On the 19th of December 1993 and was ordained a deacon.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Hey, why aren't I up there?
My heart, say you love.
I've watched the Sports Club when that saga of Mbabazi.
West Nile Television is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Chinayu chinyumira. Whether it is Katogo, Chikomando, Rolex Majasa to Nyanyambisi. Man, wherever I am, I enjoy Chinayu with your TV channels on my phone.
Enjoy a new world of entertainment with over 80 TV and radio channels, plus movies from wherever you are. Download the Yo TV Channels app from your app store and enjoy 30 days of free streaming with MTN.
Yo TV Channels, the power is in your hand.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Welcome back from the break. It is Kokoliriko live on West Nile TV. My name is Opingopi Yusuf Andabati, and with me I have the gentleman himself, Osino Rashid. I told you before we went for a break, I was going to have Osino Rashid here on the set to have a discussion on the subject matter we are discussing about the life story of one former criminal in the names of Zarome Taban Swale. He is on the set. And so, Osino Rashid, you're most welcome, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Andy Opingopi, the host, and I also want to thank West Nile TV for this initiative.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. During my discussion with this gentleman, he mentioned your name a lot. He said you are the person who changed his lifestyle. He was a criminal. So many fuzu ghetto as bormavutia. It changed his life, his mentality. And so he started looking in a direction of moving away from the ghetto. And so specifically, you changed his lifestyle, you took him to school. How far true is this?
Thank you very much. It has been my initiative. You know, it is a practice that ghetto people are always left to stay in the ghetto. So it has been a precedent that people perceive ghettos being a very wrong environment, very harsh environment. Yeah. Most cases when a leader is elected into positions, they don't focus back to try to run up and down to change the ghetto people. So when I came as a leader, when I tried hard, because that was my dream, I was trying to see, when we were staying in the ghettos, the activities that we are carrying in the ghettos were not suiting my behavior. So I realized, there are these boys who are in the ghettos there. Some have lost their parents. Some are street kids. They don't have anything to eat, and they realize for them to survive, they have to lose violence in order for them to survive. Yes. So I see them there. They are there because they want to be there, but it is the situation that has forced them to be in that ghetto. Yes, yes. So I realized one thing: if I wanted to change the ghetto, what would I do? I first of all lobbied myself. I went to school. I wanted them to know that from the ghettos, you can go to school, you can easily study. Yes. I went to school, IU accommodated me. I want to give a lot of thanks to IU because people of my background, it's very hard for them to be admitted in schools. So I went to IU, I was accommodated, and all the lecturers loved me. The school environment was very good, and I am now in third year. I'm left with the 2 semesters, 1 semester to finish, to have my degree. So I realized when also Corona came in, the situation was so hard. I realized the few things that I learned in school, I could get a leadership position in that regard. So I came, I did also survey, consultation and other things. The ghetto said, we have seen you are becoming an inspirational to us.
That's what he said. That's what he told me.
Yes. So what we do is, let us try. If we think some of us here can change, if you can go on successfully, we believe 1, 2 to 3 people you will come and change during term of office. I said it is okay, let us try our chances. I also kept praying. You know one thing I want people to know is prayers is almost very important. However, in whatever situation you are, pray. God can change you anytime. So with the prayers, we became successful. And one of my manifestos was the 10%. The 10% of my salary in the council would go into supporting the ghetto people. Because as being a ghetto product, I realize I cannot move.
There are more of you.
There are more of
you've left behind
yes.
that you needed to change.
Yeah, exactly. So I realized this when I sat down and said, my money is very little, what do I do? I have also brothers like my foundation. This is a foundation. We are 3 directors. One is called Idoma Dan, the other one is called Andego Patrick, and I am called Oshino Rashid, the directors of the company of the company. So Idoma Dan has the largest share. So we decided to form this foundation to cater specifically for the needy.
Okay.
To try to see if we can run up and down to change few lives and we bring them to survival. Yes, that was our initiative. So when we became successfully, first of all, during the campaigns, I was together with him campaigning. We were mobilizing from 7 up and down. Though opportunities were coming to us, you also see people keep diverting them. Yes. NRM follows the media so much. And when NRM follows the media, NRM knows who can be the real mobilizer using the media methods. Yes. After realizing that me and this guy could be the best mobilizers, now when opportunities are directed to us on the ground, reaching in these offices, they're always being diverted. People have to confront their interests first before reaching us. Now reaching us, people begin to use us, run up and down, but we didn't give up. We didn't give up. Struggle had to continue, and indeed it continued. So we were devoted. We canvassed the votes for NRM. 7 passed, and equally. But the most important vote for the ghetto people was me. Yes. And also the street boys, their most important election was Ushino to be there.
and you were the NRM flag bearer.
I was
for
Bazaar Wood. Yes. So when we came up successfully, I started now when these brothers, and Lego Patrick, they called me Ushino. Now we have seen that you are successful. It has been a practice that when leaders are elected, they don't implement their manifestos. Manifesto itself alone, what I want people to know is manifesto itself alone is a pledge. Yes. Is a pledge. I want these political leaders to know that the manifesto they prepare is a pledge. Yes. However, we have not given outside promises, but the manifesto itself alone is a pledge. Let us understand that. So when they took my manifesto, they went through it, they studied it with also some of the friends on the streets, the businessmen like Mongol and Ashraf, Moshen, and also the boys, the Ringos. They sat, these people discussed my manifesto. After discussing my manifesto, they realized this manifesto is worth supporting and is worth implementing. That was the criteria. So they sat at that level. They say, let us now form a foundation to see that if we can arrest some of these situations. So that's why Idoma Foundation was formed. And in our first practice, one of our initiatives was we organized. Before we organized the game, I came to him as a foundation now. I told him, I have now become a leader since you elected me. In one of my manifestos, I said I will support the ghettos. Since the salary is not enough, the 10%, if you calculate, can only be 10,000, which cannot even pay school fees, cannot even do what. That is not sustainable enough. That's why we teamed up. That's why Idoma Foundation was formed. Okay. In that regard, I came to him, we sat, we talked lengthy. I told him I want to take him to school.
This gentleman.
Exactly. Yes. Zarome, he's a very abiding person. I've been so long with him on the streets. I understand him as he also understands me. When I talked to him, I said the best thing we can do for you, we can try to see if you can change is if we can take you to a vocational school. He told me it's fair. That's what he even wanted. There are no opportunities. Since people they are elected, they have not come back to them. So he had been looking for an opportunities of this kind. I told him it's okay. Let me tomorrow go and sketch for where we can take you to school. I had to talk to also Idoni skills, vocational skills institution. When I went to Idoni, Don, yes. When I went to Don's skills, I was able to explain to Don's skills criteria. I said my salary is not enough, but we are trying to see if
you went personally.
Yeah, personal. I went personal because I had to go myself. I went because I want him to understand the concept I'm explaining to him. So when I explained to him, he also understood me. He said, okay, we can do installment payments, no problem. If you are changing lives, it's also one of his priorities. He aspired as a youth leader. Since the opportunity was not given to him, he also realized it could be good for him to also participate in changing some of their lives. He can admit this guy was his neighbor. He didn't know that this guy would eventually change in that regard. So eventually, when I told him, yes, he knew the criminal labor. Exactly, he knew the criminal labor. So when I told him it is Zarome, aka Mundele. So he said, who? Tabani Swale. When I brought him, he talked, he laughed. He thought it was a joke, for sure. He thought it was a joke. According to the social environments at home, he thought this guy wouldn't change. So when he stays yes, I told him, let us try. I convinced and we tried. And indeed, I'm so happy. He is doing greatly. He is loved at the school compound. It shows me that street boys and bad boys are loved on every compound. He is loved I'm loved by every student. All lecturers love me, and I also love them back.
And the same story is with him.
The same story is with him. Yeah. So he is loved by everyone, and he is a competitor. He performs. He's a performer. He has not disappointed me, and he is doing greatly. He is about to graduate maybe in May or June, and he is doing bakery. So when I told him what course you can do, he told me he's first of all, I like the way he approaches things. He told me he cannot decide, but he first of all wants to go home and ask his wife. That's why when he says his wife changes him, I think that's a very important thing. He told him let him first go home and ask my wife what course I have an opportunity of going to school. Then I have come to ask you what course I can pursue. The wife told him let him do bakery. That's why he's a student of bakery in the Don school.
So at the end of the day, after all this, he's graduating in May. Yes. Are you planning to probably give him some startup capital or something to start with those equipments, or making those cakes and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. The point here is that one is already in our plan. He has already given us the budget of equipments that he wants. It's already with us. And one of the equipments we are going to do is we are going to avail him with some equipment soon. After Eid, next week we are going to start giving him those equipments. So it's not until we finalize with it. And one of the things I was able to move with him in all these supermarkets to see if we can market his product as well, because we don't want to.
So you started doing marketing.
Yes.
Even before the products.
Before the products. Of course, all the activities he does in school, he shares them with me. The products he tries to make, he shares them with me. I see them. Even the other time he was able to give me another product. That was one of his products, cake. It's very delicious. I like him for that. I also want people out there to promote this kind of persons when you are having your weddings. Know that there is a ghetto man who is trying to change his life. Come to him. He makes for you nice cakes for your wedding. These are the issues in play. In place, yes.
So you had said earlier on that you campaigned, even campaigned from 7, you campaigned for NRM. Yes. Has the office of NRM in one way or the other tried to support your hand to help uplift the standard of the ghetto people?
They don't look back. One of the things I want to believe in, I want to be very honest. They don't look back. You are all being used during the campaigns, and when campaigns are over, you survive on your own. That's why you see the ghettos were used. When the ghettos were used after the campaigns, they're all left. So that's why I am trying.
Doesn't this create anger in people towards the people in leadership?
Yeah, it creates a lot of anger. And as I'm telling you, as I'm talking this and that now, the perception of people, some of the political leaders out there, they will perceive it in a very wrong way. But I must stand up and speak the truth because I'm a street politician. We don't always sugarcoat issues.
Okay. All right. Now, Zarome.
Yes.
Tell me something about yourself. Where do you come from? Are you somebody from within Arua? Are you, your background? Are you from within Wetman? Who are you? As you?
Yes, you're welcome, Andy. I myself, in tribe, I'm from Congo.
Oh.
I'm in tribe, Logo.
Logo.
Yes.
Okay.
But
your man Logo, okay?
I think that there is a change.
Okay.
So, Ultima Lumba Road, Diaro Hospital, yeah.
But me Lumba Road, yeah?
Yes.
I mean a hospital, yeah?
Yeah, Lumba Road, Mati Jandango, Lumba Road, yeah.
Dio.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Batima 1986.
1986.
Ultima 1986. Mbato ishi. Mbulu nasi.
Me birthday next week.
Yes. So, Matidra 1992. Da mavuti ya mandri du majima madropi ya yumbe.
Okay.
Madropi.
Yes,
aringani. Mandri ni malik.
Okay.
Du majima madropi ya. Irvini muchana ante 7 si mandri dravenite.
Oh.
Mandri ni mudraba. I have a brother who was a soldier. Iduvini ma back to town.
To Arua town?
Yes. Arua irvini muchana ante 9 si dravenite.
Oh.
After that,
your father died?
Yes.
Your mother took you to Yumbe?
Yeah.
Your mother died?
My brother took...
Your brother brought you to...
Arua.
Your brother died? So what happened?
After that, I started living with my sister. In 2000, my sister was... she got, let me say, stroke.
She got crippled, she could not walk.
She could not do anything. And that stroke closed his mouth. He's not speaking anymore.
So from there?
From there, he died. She died. We took her brave to Yumbe. We buried her there. After that, I came back to town.
You started now surviving?
I started my own surviving. After that, I get wife. I pregnant a girl. The girl was given to me. They took girl to hospital.
When she was giving birth, yes.
Birth, yeah. He was operated by 3 children, all operated.
Those were triplets?
Yes. No, different. First one, second one, third one.
All operation throughout?
Yeah, all operation throughout. I'm the person who is sleeping in hospital, when it comes morning hours, I wake up, I went down, drop my money. If I get 20,000, 30,000, I come back to my wife.
Okay, it's funny, but it's very sad. Yes. Sorry that I'm laughing. Yes. Go ahead.
But it's a long story. After that, my life started.
Then you ran back with the money to the bank after stealing money.
Yes, from Napea. He has no relatives here. She has nothing.
She had no relatives in you also had no relatives. But you were all surviving.
Yes.
And all the children she was giving birth to were being through Caesar.
Yes.
Through operation.
Yes, through operation. But I pray to God, 2 were alive, 1 is dead. Those children, 1 is dead. They have grown up. Even right now, when I see them, I'm seeing the suffering I've been is going to finish. It's going to over.
And where is this wife?
She's there.
She's the one you're with right now?
No.
Okay.
We're separated with her. She has even now another husband. I have my wife is the last sister of this Hafiz Bakiti.
Oh, okay.
Hafiz Bakiti is my in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The current wife?
Their current wife is Hafiz's sister. I'm with her. Now,
those are also my relatives.
Yes. Okay. You also related in one way. And I also have a kid of mine who married from that family. So I know that family.
You're welcome.
Yes. So this during this period, where your wife was in the hospital, you would sneak from the hospital, you were taking care of her, you would sneak from the hospital to go and rob or steal people's money to come and take care of her.
Take care of my wife.
Did anybody know about this story then?
Or
you were just doing your work of survival?
I just do my work of survival, and my community people knows about it.
The people, your neighbors?
Yeah, I used to, to stay with the friends is okay. You have to respect everyone on his or her capacities. The respect I'm giving to people, even much.
Despite being a thief, you were giving people respect.
Too much. Too much. That's why I'm loved in this city. Everyone. I don't have any enemy in this city on my criminal activity, because on my criminal, I cannot steal someone I know like you. Okay. Even if I found it, they steal you, I can struggle to look that criminal, you think to come back. That is what I've been doing.
What kind of people do you steal normally when you were in this?
We know how to see this man comes very far.
This one is new.
Is new.
This one is old.
And we have a system of seeing the money in your pocket, signs of money. Oh. When you have a square pocket there, it means there is something there. We follow you where you go, we drop you money. When we drop you money, we told you, let's go. In some good place, we divide this money. You say yes. You have seen money. That's why we have been surviving. The good thing, we don't kill, we don't beat, we don't do anything. Even the money you will give yourself to me. Not I'm the one to remove it by force. I have the right to speak to you. Okay. The way I speak to you, you can even feel you are guilty. You have to pay my money back.
Using your money?
Yeah.
They pay your money back. Using their money?
So that game, you don't play it one person. You will be 2 or 3. Because one can drop money, one can pick it. The one who is going to engage you
is the one who picks it.
Who picks it. I will pick it, that one will drop it, I will pick it. I will say, man, this is now ours. You just keep quiet. We get for us a good place, we count this money, how much, take yours, I take mine. You can say yes, we go. Even I can take you here up to Awundere, even up to
go and divide the money?
Yeah, to go and divide the money.
How would you convince me?
I know how to convince you, because it is money, we got you together with you.
Who doesn't want
money? Everyone need money.
It is like betting.
I have told you, we go, we divide it, we separate it. When we can go, even you have 50 million in your pocket, you will still follow the one.
This money, the bundle. Yeah. Is it real money or?
No. It's not real money. We use this Sudanese pound. We use this Sudanese pound. We cover it. We will buy the thickness like this. Then we cover it with the 20,000 or 50 or 10.
And Ugandan shillings.
Yeah. And then we put inside another one inside, because when it fall, we open it like this. You will see inside the money, outside the money. Okay, this is the money, your chance. But inside there are all Sudanese money and this Congolese fra.
Fra, yes.
Yes, this is the what
money that cannot be used here.
That is what you have been using to rob people. I'm really sorry. I'm really apologizing to people what I've been doing. Right now, I'm someone
that has changed.
That has changed and left. Right now, I'm student of Dawn Skills. What my message to ghetto boys out there
who are still in this street.
Who are still in this street. If you have been living in a street or on criminal activity 10 to 15 years, that is enough. Because if it goes to 20 something, will lead you to death. Nothing is permanent in this world. Anything has his time. My time has come. I'm now new. I'm now somebody. My message to youth out there, let them not fear any office, let them not fear any person. I myself, when they declare me to lead the President Museveni campaign, the first thing I do, I run, I get a constitution, I get a certificate, I register all ghetto boys, I start going ghetto to ghetto, tell them go register, do ABCD. I lead it, I do it myself. Right now, I'm speaking to you, I'm the ghetto president of Arua City.
Okay.
But I didn't get my appointment letter. I didn't get office. But the personal people I've been working to them used to put me there to help them. I've been working with this political commercials and this. Even these generals come tonight. We work with them through campaigns. Right now, where I am close to them. They are close to me. We are working together with the government.
Okay. What do you want to achieve in the near future?
In my near future, what I want to achieve is I want to work with my hand.
Okay. Not stealing from somebody.
I need to use my 99
9 years.
and my energy and my hand to make sure my children with me grow up good person, good people, not to follow what I've been doing. And what right now I'm going to gospel to them. Let them not attempt anyone things or property. I've been doing it because I grew up orphans. Nobody supported me. The love I got in my life is the love Usino gave me. I didn't get any love in this city.
Because you have the same story, virtually.
Same story. Real love and the real support is from Usino.
Wow.
And I've been working hard to ultimately, and I have a hope one day he will call me.
He has not called you? Despite the fact that you made him pass?
Not yet. Not even. I have evidence I've been doing to him. Recorded, videoed, pictured, everything I have.
They have turned their back on you?
No, I have there, but they are with me. I'm waiting time he will go, he's going to call me. I will speak
What if
to
he
him.
doesn't call you?
I will leave him. I don't care.
Or he will come to you in 2026?
That is what I know.
Okay.
That is what I know. Because I'm still young, energetic. I have a hope to talk to my people. Otherwise, currently, let me tell you, currently, I'm the vice ghetto president of West Nile.
Oh, who is the
because
president?
I have the data which I have been
collecting
through West Nile. We collect it all from the ghettos. Even Yumbe, Jumani, Zombo, Koboko, everything is now on our hand here, Arua City.
Okay. Is there something government can do to change the life of the ghetto people, the way Osino single-handedly has done for you?
Yes, our government has a capacity to change ghetto people, but the problem is our politicians.
The one here?
Our politicians, they can speak good thing to you when they're in a campaign, when they pass. Right now, when I'm speaking to you, when I call one politician, if he picks my call, is only Usino. But I've been working to many people, those NRM candidates. I have been paying house like this one for NRM campaign. Opposite Nupo office. When you go there, I'm there.
Actually,
opposite
around San Siro.
Yes. That I'm the one who paid that house. I pay it myself. I'm using my money. I'm using my resources. I make sure every day 2 Rakshas went out for mobilization. I pay. Rakshas, I pay both. Yes. I made it very, very, very clearly. But since I do it, nobody pay me back. Nobody call me. Nobody.
Apart from Usino.
Apart from Usino. I'm really grateful to Usino on his manifesto. He wrote, he's now following it. I'm happy to him. I'm really grateful to all you honorable. May God bless work of your hand. May God be with you, watch you everywhere you are going.
Thank you.
Right. Just probably our time is fast spent. What could be your message to the people who are viewing us? One, to the people in the ghetto, to all the stakeholders, especially people who have money, who could have the capacity to change the life of one or two people. Because his story is very touching. But the mere fact that because I also went through your story. You were from the ghetto, you were an orphan, and that is why you remained on the streets. So his is the same. It's not any different. So can somebody who could be having money somewhere be able to change the life of the ghetto people like this? Because there are many of his nature who are still languishing on the streets, who could be younger than him. One, what could the government do? Fellow politicians like you, what can they do? Even those with higher positions above you, what can they do? Just summarize that probably in 2 minutes time.
Thank you very much. I even regret. My regret comes in, I would even think the money that the government gave to Brian White, if that money will be given to me, there will be the ghettos that will be now will be sustainable ghettos. The ghettos that will not be working for themselves. So we can't now go back to that. But I want to tell, my message to the ghetto people is that I'm trying my best, and in my perspective, through him has been an inspiration also leading to the ghettos. Now others have also come to him that you look for us ways we also want to be with you. I've already acquired also for them for 3 more places in the same donor skills, in the same schools.
3 more other ghetto.
Yes, ghetto products.
Okay. Apart from him. So in total there are 4.
In total there are 4. Okay. Already in the it is already in the process, and I also finances are not enough. I also want to take the stakeholders outside there. The ghettos are ready to be changed. They're ready to be changed. What I want the stakeholders to come up with, let us come up together, let us team up together to see that how to contribute, to mobilize the resources, to see how that these ghettos will really change. And in my initiative, I have tried to create a chapati table for ghettos. Okay. I'm sampling for them 10 that may employ 20 of them. Yes. And
that means roughly each is around 60 or more?
Around 60,000 or more. That's from that. Now he is going to be, the president is going to be in charge of them. And all the monies that will be collected there will be, some percentage will be put in the common pool so that it keeps facilitating bringing in more other ghettos. My plea to people is, these ghetto people, these guys are trusted. From me to them, these guys are trusted. These guys are doing...
You're telling somebody to trust a criminal?
A ghetto. I'm taking someone... Exactly. They are trusted. Because now these guys are not trusted because we don't reach them.
That's why they actually come to us and steal from us.
Exactly. Now, when you don't reach the ghettos come out. You understand? The reason why
I remember in your campaign, you used to say if council does not reach the ghetto, the ghetto should go to
exactly. This is right now what is happening. These boys come to steal because we don't go to the ghettos. If we don't go to the ghettos will come out to terrorize us. Let us as stakeholders, let us go to the ghettos. Let us speak to them. Let us talk to them. Let us support them financially. Let us support the activities to see that they are really changed. I am really very sorry to say this because I see people are not supportive. People are not supportive. Completely, they are not supportive. Now to the government is, government should look for should use the correct route to channel activities to the ghettos. Some of these, you may think government has not been working. Government has been channeling some of these things. The things are not reaching the ghettos. Government in channeling things through people who do not have a ghetto background. This is the problem. This is completely a problem. If government channels things to people who are not product, who do not have ghetto background, that thing 100% will never reach the ghettos.
So that means the phrase is nothing for us without us what?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that means government should do something for us, by us or through us.
Yes, by us or through us. That's the meaning. Okay. So I will say government should channel opportunities to ghettos through a ghetto representative, a person who has a ghetto background. Like me, I have a ghetto background. Like him, he has a ghetto background. I don't think, apart from these two people, there's another person in the government there in the Western who has a ghetto background again. Honestly, no one apart from me and him in the local government or anywhere in political wing who has a ghetto background. So I would think it will be very important if government uses him or me to see that how we can change the ghettos, and the ghettos so much listen to us. In our project, we also want to have a ghetto band.
Okay.
We are looking to have a ghetto band. Okay. This is school band. Yes, exactly. Yes. We are trying to write projects here and there to make sure that we have a ghetto band here, so that the ghettos, band, ghettos are socialites. Yes. The so much in social life. Exactly, exactly. I would think in that regard, the ghetto band will easily unite the ghettos and bring them together, and that band will be used for mobilizing resources to support the activities of the ghetto. I also like to ask the community that we are going to launch a campaign to see that how we mobilize funds to acquire this band, let them support us. Okay. Because
all right, our time is fast spent. There's one ghetto child who previously, I think it was around 2018 or 17, who stole my phone in the night and he brought it back to me. So I think I need to look for this guy and give him to you so that you can change his life.
Exactly.
He's really a good friend of mine these days.
Yeah, exactly. You bring him. You bring him. We have that foundation. We can incorporate him into the activities that we are organizing. Maybe for Chapat, if you have not lobbied for skilling, but with the time, I believe we shall lobby him for skilling. Because we shall lobby him as a skilling institution to see that he's also skilled, like the vice president here. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, our time is fast spent. I want to thank you very much. Our family member.
You're welcome.
Yes, and I hope when we call you again, you can come.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I first want to thank you, Sino Honorable, and I want to thank Andy. I've been close to you since, but just no more ways. Okay. I'm following you everywhere. So I really thank you.
Was I safe?
Yeah, you are safe. Okay. You are safe. I'm together with you. Okay. You are safe. And I really thank you.
That's how my phone was brought back.
I really
my phone was stolen.
Even they have been stolen yesterday. I've been struggling myself. The phone was brought back. Then a phantom. Nax was crying to me.
They brought the phone back.
Yes, they brought it back to him.
I think everyone needs your number. Just your last one. Yeah, yes. Seconds.
I just want to thank Honorable Lucino and Andy Opingopi. Together with the West Nile TV to get my story out there to people. I'm really happy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, West Nile TV and Andy.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure having you here.
Yes.
Honorable.
Thank you. Next time.
All right. Now, dear viewer, we've come to the end of our Kokoliriko show this morning, and I want to let you know that yes, we are here. And this is basically the end of the show. I do hope that we can catch up again next time. I had a former criminal confessing and telling us his life story. And so, with that, Kokoliriko Live comes to an end. As always, we are lighting the region. Good morning.